Hey, what's good everybody? It's Lance again. Today I'm going to review another movie. Today I'm going to review a little independent film by the name of You Will Never Really Hear, starring Joaquin Phoenix and directed by none other than Lynne Ramsay. Now, this film is a film that I had known about since last Cannes Film Festival because of the fact that Joaquin Phoenix actually won Best Actor in a leading role for the Cannes, and I had thought that that was going to cross over into the fall 2017 Oscar season, but it didn't because this chose to come out after that. This film is about a kind of hitman type of kidnap fixer type of guy. He works odd jobs for people who are trying to find their missing kids. He's a brutal guy. He's a brutal hitman. He's a hired gun, basically. His signature choice of weapon is a hammer. He goes around, flings the hammer at everybody who opposes him, and he just tries to do his jobs and live his life. He lives with his mother. Him and his mother have a very close relationship. She's like in her elderly years now. He's taking care of her. He seems like he's very in his own little space. Throughout the film, we see little glimpses of his past, whether it was with him, his mother, and his father, or just him as a child, and the little mannerisms and the characteristics that he had. Sometimes he'd just count to himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to get out of this little anxiety. He had a whole bunch of anxiety as a kid. A lot of things happened to him. You can tell that he served in the Gulf War. Still haunted by what happened in his past, and I guess you can see that throughout the whole movie. One day a New York State senator asks him to find his missing girl, who was just missing out of nowhere. 10, 7, 12-year-old girl, just a little girl, and basically she wants him to be ruthless, be brutal. I want these guys to hurt whoever took my daughter. It's just up to this guy in order to find this girl and kind of come to grasp with his own past and his own person, as well as also try to save this little girl, this little innocent girl. This film reminded me a lot of Drive by Nicholas Winding Refn, 2011. I actually came out of here and I said it out loud, and somebody in front of me had told me they was thinking the same thing. It's kind of like Drive combined with Taxi Driver. This film is really good, and I don't say that lightly. I think that this film is a special movie. Joaquin Phoenix deserved every bit of that award that he got at Cannes last year. His acting is superb here. You get a great understanding of his character, and it's just awesome. What he was able to do with the character, and he got buffed up for this film. He looks different than I've ever seen him. It was just great. I just think he's such a great actor, and he shows it yet again. Honestly, I think he's one of my favorite actors because he's like a chameleon. He doesn't care. He gets into these roles and he really just goes all out. And it doesn't even matter how good or bad the film is. It's just him that's always great, and that's what I love about Joaquin Phoenix. Lynne Ramsay, she did We Need to Talk About Kevin, which I believe came out in 2011, 2012, I believe. I forgot, but I know it was with Tilda Swinton, Ezra Miller, John C. Reilly. I saw bits and pieces of that film. Unfortunately, I have to admit that I didn't see the whole film, but however, I did see enough to where I could understand her altruistic features as a filmmaker. She experiments a lot with backstory. She experiments a lot with flashbacks and colors and things of that nature. She knows where to put the camera, and it shows here again. It's really just a character piece about this man played by Joaquin Phoenix, and just the whole situation that gets under wraps. And it's also very brutal, it's very violent, and the score by Jonny Greenwood. I didn't know that Jonny Greenwood scored this movie until after I saw the credits, but then when I saw the credits I was like, oh my god, it's Jonny Greenwood. It's one of my favorite composers, works with Paul Thomas Anderson all the time. Wow. It's a very dark and very bleak film, and maybe some people will like that, maybe some people won't. However, I tend to really love these type of movies. I really loved how it portrayed New York. Kind of and kind of not. I mean, obviously I live here, so I know how it is, but just the nightlife, the way they were able to catch just Joaquin Phoenix in the car, and just the mannerisms that he has, and you understand exactly who this person is. I think that it was just really well done by Lynne Ramsay, and I have to commend her for that. Honestly, I think you guys should definitely go see this movie. I don't think it's playing in that many theaters right now, but hopefully it expands soon into more theaters. But to be honest with you, if I had to give this movie a grade from a scale of 1 to 10, I'd definitely give it a solid 9. It's a really good movie. I definitely recommend you guys go see it and support it, because to be honest with you, I hope that Lynne Ramsay keeps on making films. I don't think she's made a film for like 5 years, and this is the first time that she's made a film since then. And yeah, you know, I think it's great, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Please subscribe, and also thank you so much for people that subscribed recently. I know I did this Atlanta kind of reaction video previously, and for those of you who are sticking around and watching me now, I thank you and I commend you. I appreciate it, and I hope to come out with as much other content as possible. This is what I usually do on this channel. For those of you who don't know, I like to do movie reviews. I like to talk about film in general, sometimes do film essays and things of that nature, along with like maybe like reacting to some Atlanta episodes, because that's one of my favorite series right now. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. Remember to hit that like button because it really helps me out, and I'll talk to you guys soon.